Alright, to begin with, I just clip the lunge line on the side that I'm going to be lunging her on. And then I'm going to step back, give her a little bit of slack, and ask her to move out. Move toward her hip to push her forward. Your right hand, see once I get my slack all situated, is your gas pedal pretty much. That's going to tell her whether to move forward. And if I put my hand down, then that's taking the pressure off of her. And the position of my body in alignment with her hips is also how much I'm pushing her forward. So right now, it's just like a casual trot around. I'm just getting some kind of consistency. When I swing it around like that, I'm just pushing her forward because I seen that she was going to slow down a little bit and I want her to consistently trot. I'm asking her to canter. Now you'll see I'm going to have to put a little more pressure on her. So I move in closer and I move closer to her hip. Keep her going again. See how I moved a little bit closer to her hip? I'm going to keep her going for a minute. Keep that pressure on her for a minute until she stays consistent. But I didn't want her to canter very long in here because our ground was kind of wet today. So right now I'm asking her to easy trot. That is all in your tone. All in your tone and your body position. So see how there's a little more pressure on my line, how I'm pulling in just a little bit to just tap the brakes a little, you know what I mean? My right hand's a little closer to my body, and my body movement is slower. So I'm translating to her that I want her to slow down. Right now I'm trying to get her to walk. I like for her to be able to walk, trot, and canter on a lunge line, not just trot, canter, stop, you know? That walk is harder than getting them to do anything else, honestly. And then I'm going to tell her, whoa, put on the brakes, and she comes into me. I'm going to switch sides on the halter, put it on the opposite side, gather my slack back up, and I'm going to ask her to move out the opposite direction. Kiss to her a little bit to move her forward. I like to start at a trot just to get them going. Disregard the fact that she's a little sore on her right shoulder. She probably did something in the field today. And the grass is wet, so it's a little slick. But anyhow, I'm staying kind of in the center of her body in alignment to keep her moving forward, to keep her at a consistent trot. I'm going to ask her to canter in a minute, but I'm not going to make her do it very long because she is a little stiff. See how I reinforced it with a canter right there because her nose was coming to me. And when they do that, if you don't move them out by moving your body closer to their hips, then they're going to turn toward you and they're going to stop. And you don't want that to happen. And right here, see how she did that, how she turned toward me? And she was trying to stop. She was trying to be lazy on me. So you got to move toward her hip, cut her off, and make her keep going. I'm going to get her to walk here. I had to move her in a lot closer to me in order to get her to actually walk this direction. She was just a little more fired up after she tried to stop and I made her go. But walk, trotting, and cantering on the lunge line is very important. A lot more respect for you if she can listen to you and your commands. So I'm switching the lead rope to the center. I want her to back up. I want her to roll at the pole. See how her head's coming down? I want her to tuck at the pole and back up square. I want her to move away from me. So she's not touching me. I'm just putting a little bit of pressure on her halter and she's moving away from me. It's all about the bubble and respect. I want her to back up with me when I back up. And same with the other direction. I want her to move away from me. They need to be out of your bubble and learn how to yield. And back up when I walk again. Go as fast as I want her to go when I move forward, and stop when I stop. And back when I back. All of these things will gain a ton of respect with you and your horse.